Named after the biblical figure Oprah, Oprah Winfrey was born Oprah Gail Winfrey on January 29, 1954, to Vernita Lee in the rural town of Kosciusko, Mississippi. At the time of Oprah's birth, her mother was a teenage unmarried girl who worked as a housemaid. Given that people often mispronounce her name and instead called her Oprah, Oprah decided to keep Oprah as her name. Vernon Winfrey is recognized as Oprah's father. For the first 6 years of her life, Oprah Winfrey lived in abject poverty with her maternal grandmother, Hattie Mae Lee. She had no access to the comforts of life. For clothes, she wore dresses made from potato sacks. Their lowly income condition notwithstanding, her grandmother introduced her to books and taught her to read before her 3rd birthday. Oprah would later confess that Hattie Mae greatly influenced her career and had infused in her a positive sense of self when she was growing up. Aged 6, Oprah left her grandmother's house for Milwaukee, Wisconsin to live with her mother. Her mother worked long hours as a housemaid and so wasn't there for Oprah. As a result, Oprah lacked maternal nurturing from her mother. After giving birth to a second daughter and experiencing hard times caring for them, Oprah's mother sent her away to temporarily live with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Nashville, Tennessee. She would eventually return to her mother, but sent back again. Her father gave her the needed support to excel academically in her final years in high school. As a vulnerable child, lacking parental protection and close monitoring, Oprah became a victim of sexual molestation by her relatives and a family friend from the age of 9. At age 13, after enduring 5 agonizing years of sexual abuse, she ran away from home, ultimately becoming pregnant at age 14. Sadly, her baby boy was born prematurely and died shortly after his birth. For a young girl who had been through a rough upbringing and exposed to traumatic experiences due to sexual abuse, it's mind-blowing that she bravely forged ahead, determined to break through limitations into excellence. At age 17, while living with her father, Oprah contested for and won Miss Black Tennessee Beauty Pageant. Her victory got the attention of WVOL, a local black radio station in Tennessee. She was employed as a part-time news radio anchor woman. She held this position from her senior year in high school until her first 2 years in college. With the completion of her high school education as an honors student, Oprah enrolled in Tennessee State University on a full scholarship earned after she won an oratory contest. There, she studied communications. After her stint with the radio job, there was no going back for Oprah. Before long, she went into TV presentation and became the youngest TV news anchor and the first black female news anchor at WLAC-TV. Today, Oprah is referred to as the Queen of All Media, runs her own media network, and is North America's first black multi-billionaire. If we all had our way, nobody would choose poverty and abuse as companions, especially while growing up. However, the lessons learned in the dungeon of life are enough motivation for life in the palace. Dos Antimata said, "It is only in our darkest hours that we may discover the true strength of the brilliant light within ourselves that can never ever be dimmed. The only way to conquer the damaging effects of an ugly past is to draw strength from your powerful mind. Believe that your past doesn't define you, and you'll never be held back by it." William Samuel Johnson added, "He knows not his own strength who had not met adversity. Until you encounter sorrow and travail under distress, you would underestimate your ability to survive through all." And Robert Schuller rounded it up by saying, "Tough times never last, but tough people do." You'll live to tell your great story if you keep your hope for survival shining. Charged by her underprivileged background, Oprah is a philanthropist, the greatest in Black American history. Though born to a poor housemaid, she has become formidable within the political, academic, and cultural arts spheres of influence.